I think what the Reston Chamber does very well from a leadership perspective is it engages leaders in the community. We're very fortunate that this chamber has had named leaders, community trustees involved in the chamber the last 30 years. Our work over the next couple of years is to ensure that we keep those leaders engaged in the chamber and in the business community, but our hope is to engage future business leaders in the community.
There's a great business base to work off of, but the chamber itself has been a great advocate for business, and a great example of that's the effort with Rail to Loudon.
The Greater Reston Chamber of Commerce has led the charge for a more equitable balance of costs and benefits, and they continue to pursue that for us, and also leading the charge to make Phase 2 happen.
And just being an effective voice for the business community and influencing some of the decisions that have occurred over the last couple of years and have helped keep that project on track when it really could have come off the rails, pun intended.
From the beginning, the Chamber has led on the issues, helping to inform the business community, exploring some of the issues. They did a survey early on, they've done a survey more recently. They've provided a number of forums and panels over the years to educate members. They've helped form coalitions when the going got rough and we needed to get over some rough spots.
And this chamber has a lot to do with why that project is still moving forward, still viable, still having funding, and is still going to be a part of the vault to success for the entire DC metro region moving forward.
As part of its leadership role, the Chamber highlights outstanding leaders through its annual Awards for Chamber Excellence and its First Responders Recognition Program. As a benefit for our members and community, the Chamber advocates on issues of importance by building relationships locally, regionally, and nationally.
I think one of the best things the Chamber brings to the table is its understanding of the intersection of public policy and your business, your bottom line. No matter what kind of business you have, there's a regulation, there's a code section, there's a public policy that's going to determine how successful you're going to be, both long-term and short-term.
They've truly stepped up and been a leader on issues that are critical to our community, not just in Reston and not just in our region, but really throughout the Commonwealth, and has partnered with other organizations through the Northern Virginia Chamber Partnership.
And really providing a platform for you as the business owner to develop a relationship with your public officials, whether they're elected or appointed, so they'll understand your business. They understand what your needs are, they understand what your concerns are. And I think when the public sector and the private sector work together, you can have a much more vibrant community. The public sector is interested in the companies being here and growing here, but they need to understand what those companies need to be healthy and grow and happy.
The Reston Chamber of Commerce legislative position paper I point to as a model for other organizations to use as being broad and inclusive.
This chamber is extremely strong with respect to advocacy for business and on issues related to the business community at both the state and the local level. And I think that's really a value differentiator for this chamber compared to other business organizations.
There needs to be somebody representing the economic interests of the employers who provide jobs and provide tax revenues and provide the resources that enable the community to be the special place that it is. And if the chamber is not going to do it, it's not going to get done. And so we need to make sure that we continue to focus on those things as we go to the next 30 years.
The Greater Reston Chamber of Commerce, a cornerstone of business and community for 30 years.